FREEPIK's diabetes world. Got my pump, it's connected, so we're all set. Today I want to discuss about T1D manuals, and are they all the same? Let's sit back and ponder this in the next video, or next segment, not next video, next segment. Stay tuned. Okay, T1D manuals. Are they the same or are they not the same? I would have to say it depends on your understanding of T1D, your level in society. If you're a doctor, Donnie and His Diabetes, which was a book that I was trained on, doesn't really work as well. But there are new brightly colored pictures of people with diabetes out there. You could probably go to a bookstore and buy a book. I know I'm outdated and suggesting buying a book because everyone just looks online. But it may be something you want to take a look at. Type 1 diabetes is a very complex subject. And if you're new to the whole world of type 1 diabetes, it's going to be rather way out there if you get a physician textbook and try to read up all about type 1 diabetes. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to be more confused. The best book, and it's little outdated, though they have done, revised it quite a bit, is Diabetes for Dummies Canadian Edition. And in it, they talk about pumps and everything related, and it's quite a good book. Granted, it may not be up on every little viewpoint, but you could find out about eating right. You could learn about pumping. Another good book if you're looking into pumping, and that would be what I'm doing here is with a pump. We call it pumping. Is just pumping, I believe it is. And it's an outstanding book. It's the book I first learned But pumps now have become so advanced to where I got my second pump. That changed everything. And then it got even more advanced from there to this. This would be a pipe dream, something people were looking for. But it has come to pass that this is our future. The pump that now can give you insulin to combat highs, shut off when you reach lows. My first pump never even envisioned. I still remember when I got my first pump, it was a white, and back then you just typed, you had your lunch, you had your 5 pumps on the pump, and you could have your lunch, but you were still set. There was no counted carbs back when that was around. In fact, before that, manuals didn't even mention pumping. If you're new to diabetes and you're looking for a good reference book, I would say either check online or go to a bookstore and purchase your first one. But make sure, check your dates. Don't go for one that was published back in 1993, because that information has gone by the wayside. There's so much new going on. I would say manuals probably aren't the best anymore. Getting something online from sites like Taking Care of Your Diabetes, TCOYD, is an excellent website. What's another one? Pumping website, Carbonating Counting, Calorie King, I believe it was, has an excellent website for counting carbs. Now, these are all virtual okay. Now, even these books, if you decide to go that you're one that likes a good solid book and to sit there and read this good solid book, they're going to slowly go out of style because diabetes treatments are changing so quickly. New theories evolve about diabetes and such. They're going to be changing. Now, I think understanding what diabetes is, I think will be outlined in any. You can get any sort of information from any sort of manual. Don't worry how old it is. You can borrow it from the library, but if you're looking for a reference book, then it's important that you take this book and you read the first few chapters. Learn about what your diabetes is. Type 1, type 2, gestational. And then there are so many other ones, but those are the 3. So this series pretty well situates itself on type 1 because that's the one I've lived with, and that's the one I have the best recognition and understanding of. Doesn't mean I know everything. And if there's anything wrong you find in one of my videos, please send me down a positive comment about it and I'll correct it. You see, I don't know everything. Books don't know everything. Online or pamphlets. Best place to get pamphlets is from Diabetes Canada, or it used to be called the Canadian Diabetes Association, or the CDA. Now it's called Diabetes Canada. They're going to get the most up to date literature for you, for your son or your daughter, or for yourself to learn and to understand. So, if you're wanting a book, I would say if you're new to diabetes or even if you're older, so the best one to read that's sort of the best in out of date material, it's not all out to date, is Diabetes for Dummies. That's the book you want to really take in. But you will start to learn and you will understand what I mean when you take understanding of what your doctor says, pamphlets you got when you or when you were diagnosed, and other things. If you run into any questions saying this book is obsolete, contact your doctor and get things checked out. With that, do that, you'll be on the right way. And with that, we're going to call it a day. Have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye now. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me